school of Jesus.
Apostolic Sunday School.
Brother Philip, I have a
Yes.
question.
Okay, lay it on me.
And I feel like it's kind of an obvious answer, but
Okay.
I'm going to ask anyway.
Lay it on me.
So do you do arts and crafts?
No,
No?
not really.
Wow, I'm really shocked.
Unless you call in my garage, like cutting things out on my woodworking stuff.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, that's-
So you're creative, though.
Well, I guess.
You have fun with like making stuff.
Yes.
You put things together.
But I don't like hot glue doilies or anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No. Well, good thing we're not doing doilies and hot glue. 'Cause-
Okay.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I figured, especially by your outfit and obviously like your skill set and everything, that you would be able to be the artist today.
Oh, I get to be an artist?
Yeah, can you? Would that be okay?
I'm not good at it.
I know,
I'm going to warn you.
I really think you're outstanding at it. So
Okay, guys, I'm embarrassed. I can draw a rabbit. That's
he's
it.
just really humble.
Yeah, I can humbly draw a rabbit, and that's it. Okay, so what am I doing?
Okay, so I have a little thing.
Yes, a thing.
I have actually two things.
Two things.
I need
Okay.
you really
Yes.
quick. Do you happen to know what this is?
Play-Doh! We talked about that last
Remember?
week.
Yeah. And
Yes, and this is for cleaning wallpaper. Everybody, if you have dirty wallpaper, for $3.99.
No.
I thought this was an infomercial.
No,
No?
we don't.
Okay.
This is actually Play-Doh now. They used to be the cleaning one, but then they rebranded, remember, and now it's a kids like molding thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Play-Doh.
But it was in 1965.
My son loves this stuff.
Amazing.
1965.
And so many different
That was the year I was born. No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was way before that. Anyway, Play-Doh, Brother Philip. Anyway, so what if you do not mind? Oh, wisdom is one.
I'm not speaking.
Okay, that's okay. But can you do the thing with your hands? Like, for example, could you perhaps make a heart out of the Play-Doh?
Oh, take the Play-Doh.
Yeah.
Is it a bad sign if I can't get it out of the cup?
No, it's just
Okay.
It's nervous.
All
it
right.
hasn't been out in a while.
All right. I have the Play-Doh. Oh, there's all kinds of it in there. Oh, wow. There's a lot. Okay. Got it. I got the Play-Doh.
Overflows. Okay. We just need you to make the best heart that you could possibly make.
A heart?
A heart.
Out of Play-Doh. That's easy.
Is it really?
Well, yeah,
I
a
remember
heart.
It took me like 3 hours, and I was like, I don't know if I should even try. So that's why I gave it to him. Anyway, so whenever
A heart like mine. How
he
could
sings
it be
too,
worthy that you'd
multi-talented.
find? Oh, stop. Okay. I think I have a heart-ish. I didn't spend a lot of time, but hey, that was quick and easy.
What do you guys think?
A heart.
I think it looks beautiful.
Hey, it looks like a heart.
That's a wonderful heart.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. And it has a little bit of a splinter in it, but there we go.
You know, I think that would look really good in a shrimp.
In his head? Yeah, okay, all right. Today is my day for science, lady.
Sorry. Anyway, well done. Everybody give him a round of applause. It's
Thank you.
beautiful.
Thank you. If you need any more hearts made, I'd be happy to do it.
Perfect.
All right.
Oh, so glad you
Ladies
said
and gentlemen,
that.
bring me your heart.
We do need another heart.
Oh.
Can you make another one,
Of
please?
course, bring me more.
Okay, perfect.
Sign me up.
Perfect. So if you can just use this
Okay,
heart,
perfect.
real
I'm
quick,
going to make...
and then make a heart out of it. That would be so great. Look, it looks like it's so speckled.
It's a rock.
It's a Dalmatian-shaped-ish rock.
You want me to make a heart out of a rock?
If you could do that, you can do anything. Right, guys? He can do anything. If he just puts
hold on.
his mind to it. He has his thing. He's doing it. Everybody rock. What?
Maybe you got to get the keys and I chip it.
But
No, it ain't working.
he's very...
Oh, I have a knife. Hold on.
Please don't eat it.
I broke my blade. Okay, hold on.
Don't worry. Anytime he'll be finished.
see,
Don't worry. It's going to be great. It looks like he's almost done.
Ow! Okay, push it really. This is a joke. What are you? Now I dropped. Ow, my toe. Ow. You're humiliating me in front of all these kids. I was able to make it out of the Play-Doh, but how am I supposed to make it out of a rock? The only thing I could do this with is like with a grinding wheel and a cutoff and a sanding belt, and maybe then, but this is ridiculous. Here I am, and no, this is ridiculous.
Are you saying you couldn't do anything with that?
No!
Are you sure?
I'm positive,
I thought
not
you
without
could-
a lot of expensive
but I thought
equipment.
You could do anything.
I didn't say that. I said I could make a heart out of Play-Doh.
But that's like the same thing.
No, it's not. Guys, does these look like the same thing? A rock and some Play-Doh? No, you cannot. Bree, this is not possible. You cannot make a rock into a heart. You cannot make the same things that you can do out of this. No, this is moldable. This conforms. This doesn't. This is ridiculous. Okay, now when are we going to do a lesson? We don't have time for arts and crafts.
You know, this actually kind of reminds me of something.
It does?
Yeah, actually it does.
Was this a setup? Yes,
Yeah.
it was. Okay, all right,
Okay,
all
no,
right.
but
Where were you going with this?
Seriously, I really did want to see if you could make a heart, though. But it looks great. Anyway, but what this reminds me of, though, is remember how in the Bible it talks about how there's things that God wants to do in our life?
Well,
and, like,
yeah.
How he wants to, like, change us and,
Yeah.
and stuff like that, but he can't do it if our if our hearts look like that.
Oh, if we're hard-hearted, God can't do anything with us. I see what you mean. God can conform us and make us into what we need to be as long as we're moldable and we're able to be. Yeah. That reminds me of a verse. Guys, if you turn to Ezekiel 36:26, Jesus is talking and he said, "A new heart also will I give you, and I will take the stony heart out of your flesh, and I'm going to give you a heart of flesh." Some people, in fact, all of us have a heart like this, huh? Mm-hmm. I know that's how I was.
Me too.
But God took it out, and he says, listen, I'm going to give you a different kind of heart. But if we're not careful, it can start to change. So we got to stay tender. In fact, young people, this is so important. We have to stay tender to God. You got to be able to go to the altar every service, or at least with a lot of frequency. And you got to be able to be tender to God and let him change you. And you got to be able to even cry tears to God and just let him know, God, you can do anything you want with me. Because if you get hard-hearted, I've seen kids that were raised in church that got hard, and they kind of move back further and further, row after row, until they're sitting at the back of the church. And before you know it, they disappear and they're not living for God because they didn't let God work on their heart every day.
And like what you said earlier is that we have to continually be able to be available for God because we never know when he's going to be coming back or when our time here is done.
That's exactly right. You know what? That's a lot like I know this is going to sound a little bit weird because we're talking to children, but children, guys, you are in a special place in life. You're in a world that everything is new and many times, and you're open to change, and you can learn languages so fast, and you're like wet concrete, and you can form yourself and be everything you want to be. When you get my age, change is hard. You're kind of like changing this rock. It's like changing concrete after it's set and after it's got hard.
Not as easy as
it's not easy at all. In fact, it's got to be busted into pieces and start over almost.
Ooh, that's even harder.
But if you're like this, God can work on you and change you and make you, and that's how you need to be, hopefully, for the rest of your life.
Yes.
And I think that was a great lesson, Bree. Thank you for bringing that to us. Man, I didn't know where you were going with it for a while, but I want to have a soft heart, a tender heart like David. He said, as the heart, not that kind of heart, as the deer panteth after the water brook, so panteth my soul after thee, O God. He was an older man, and he was still saying, God, I want to be tender towards you, and I want to chase after you with everything that's in me. And that's how I want to be.
Yes.
So thank you, Bree. Thank you guys for being with us, and we'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye.